Howdy folks. Well, I would definitely say it's autumn now, hence the coat. Probably about 10 mil of rain last night, but it's supposed to warm up again, so job is a good one. But at least today, nice blue skies, bit of sun, and yeah, we've got the digger on. We're actually doing something really quite interesting today. I've got a bit of ditch digging to do. Oh dear. But we're actually laying some tile, and this outfit in front, a New Holland T7-200 with a trencher on and a Herbst stone cart. So we're going to be laying various tiles, and we'll get to see the new type of tile, the plastic tile. Like, remember on the mole plough video, we had a look at what we were doing, and you can see the clay tile under the gravel. Well, you're going to see the whole sort of process today, and but yeah, you'll see the new plastic type of drain. So anyway, we'll get all unstrapped and everything, and crack on. Just like that. Right, so I spent a good while out with the laser level trying to find the level, because it's essentially a flat field, but it's got some rises in it and some dips in it. So, you know, you want to try and find a high place in the middle of the field where you want to start your drain, and then you want to have a nice fall to the ditch, obviously, like, you know, water runs downhill, doesn't it? So, we think we've got a good main drain now that we're going to start in a minute, and then we're going to have some spurs coming off it. Well, I'm just heading off with a digger now just to go and start the trench in the ditch, because Matt don't think he can get his trencher in the bottom of the ditch, you know what I mean, because it's only quite a narrow ditch. So I'll just start the trench off, and then he'll start trenching. I'll be quite interested to see, because I've never seen one working. Right, so Trencher's probably nearly halfway through his first pull, the main pull. So yeah, simple bit of kit lot. So is the gravel that's going to go on top. So what we're going to do, we'll just swing the gravel cart here round so I can load it with a digger, and then oh yeah, we can we'll be able to get this, what will we be able to do? We'll be able to get this, when he's done that first pull, get this lined up and put the gravel on top of the pipe, like we see in the moulding video. Do you remember they had the clay tile instead of the plastic tile? Clay tile, and then we had a certain amount, I'm not sure actually how deep a gravel on top, but a certain amount of gravel or stone on top, and then we can cover it back in. So I'll get this loaded up. So this is what your tile looks like these days, just basically a standard plastic pipe, but you see it's got the little slits in it, allow the water in. That thing there is just to connect one pipe to the next, and 100 metres of spool, I think. So yeah, anyway, let's get this hopper filled up. Alright, so just about ready to put some stone in the hole. Got me sliding cross auger. Nice. And we've got the little chute at the end. Matt's going to just put that in so I've got a bit more clearance. And job again. So we're in third gear, no revs, 1k. And it's soon going, I have to say. It's a really tight old channel to get, but once you get in line, I mean, it's fairly easy lot. There you go. How cool was that? Worked a treat. So now we can just slide the old hopper back in, or the conveyor, like that. Go and get some more stone, simple as. Let's get out and have a look though. You see, it's lovely, gravelly, I mean, beautiful stuff the old trench is bringing up, like. Nice bit of gravel in there. So you can see what the crack is. There's the pipe down there. And then there you go, there's our stone on top. Simple as. Then obviously, like you've seen in the past 2 or 3 vids or whatever, just come through with your mole, through the gravel, and then you've got your mole. That's if this ground will mould. I'm not sure it will, but or if it would mould, they wouldn't last as long as they would in some clay ground. But yeah, you mould through, then your water comes down the mole into the gravel. That can then percolate through that gravel and then straight into the pipe, and that pipe goes straight into the ditch. Just like that. And you see that glistening down there? This is, like we've identified, this is the low spot. So this bit of blue that Matt's put in here is where he's going to run the like the junction, not the junctions, this is where he's going to run the arms off. So you're going to send one over to that pole there, and then this one down here will go probably over towards that power pole there, somewhere like that. But that's what you know, that's what we're going to try and get rid of, that water down there, look. So there you go, there's one of the joiners down there. So that's 100 metres to the ditch there. So that type of trencher, as you can see, it doesn't take hardly any pulling. Slow job, but it doesn't take any pulling because essentially the chain blade is doing all the work for you, so it doesn't take any draft. Just takes a really slow transmission. It's why you want that's an auto command, so it's why you want a CVT gearbox, so you can go really, really slow. Of course, like in the States and that, they do use trenchers that don't have the chainsaw attachment. They're just essentially a really big mole plough, if you catch me drift. So you'll quite often see them with a big arctic on the front, or sometimes two chained together. Because like you've seen, like with the FW on the mole, like the Cat D8 on the mole, when you go down, it takes a lot of pulling, especially when you've got a plug on the end, like. And like I say, them, he's running at roughly sort of 36 inch, somewhere like that. So it's a long old way down there. It takes a lot of draft if you're just going to pull a leg through that lot, especially if you're putting then a 4-inch tile in. So that way, that machine, it's just a lot easier. You don't need the draft to be able to pull it. So that's why you tend to see that sort in the UK And you probably got that sort in the States, but I've seen a lot of videos where you've got like two big Arctics and they're really, really struggling to pull one of them through. But you might even be going deeper over there. But that's how deep we go here. You know, it's sort of like the right depth, like, you know, and it's obviously different soils. You know, different soils, it's different depths and all that sort of stuff, and that's what suits us here. That's the thing. It's no use saying, oh, like, we go 50 inches deep. Well, that's great for where you are. There's no good going 50 inches deep here, like, waste of time. So, anyway, so that's what we're doing. Hopefully this field will then be a bit, you know, not as wet during the winter, because it does lay wet in here, like. Well, that's why we're doing it, like, you know what I mean? So, anyway, we'll get this hopper loaded up again. Tom had done that and got back down here. Yeah, I've got quite a few. I've got probably on this run. I've probably got about four or five passes to do, I think. So we'll crack on. Right, see here, we've got a bit of dampness down there. So this is where we're putting in one of the spurs. Hence I've come through and left a bit of a gap there with the stone. And then we're going to go all the way through over to that yellow pole there, lot. So I've just got to pull this out of the digger, because obviously the back of the trencher there, it needs 4 or 5 foot to get in the hole, you know, to start in the hole. So you've got to have that hole ready to roll, like. So it's quite a long old thing with the chain, or more specifically with the pipe feeder on there. So we'll oh yeah, we'll get that get this dug out so we can crack on. So there we go, off this spur we've got a nice 45 joiner there. So it's a nice neat joint then that'll go all the way over there, 60 odd 70 metres. So just getting lined up for this other spur. Oh, get a squally old rain shower coming in at the minute. Ugh, miserable. Stand behind the digger. So Matt will just, he'll run through 6 foot, 10 foot, something like that. Then he'll pull his pipe out and connect up. Oh yeah, here they're coming. See the moisture down there. Plenty of moisture in the bloody air at the minute. Oh, we're getting on though. I'm fairly caught up with stone. Where this trench here goes, that is 10 foot I've got to do there, and then obviously this one. It's loaded up. So look at the bloody rain. So we'll go, well basically we'll start putting, backfilling this in. Alright, so we're getting through the old stone a bit. Got another load on. I don't know what it holds, quite a bit. It's quite surprising how much you can get in it. And I have to say it is very well built, this gravel cart. You know, brakes and everything, no suspension, but you know, there's, you know, it's not surprising, like, you know, it's not a road, well, I say a road going vehicle. It is a road going vehicle, but it's not designed to pull loads up the road. It's designed to run empty in it. So yeah, smart bit of kit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was sort of kind of a little bit worried. I thought, well, how hard is this going to be? It's actually easy peasy. Easy peasy. The old get the right gear and You know, the old God, bloody wind. In fact, the conveyor just slides out. You get, you know, easily see what you're doing. Jobs are good. Yeah, you can see the water in this one quite clearly. This is probably one of the worst bits. Yeah, just sort of there, always lays wet. Ever since they had, could have been potatoes in here. But yeah, a bit of a low patch and it always lays wet. And I think Richard made some fair ruts with the old sprayer this year, but you can see why. It's glistening all the way up there, that is. Oh, that's day one done. We've got a bit more to do tomorrow, but yeah, it's interesting to see that trencher working. Works a treat. Like I say, it doesn't require any pulling, so you don't need a big tractor on the front. Yes, like I say, I've seen quite a few in the US where they just literally pull. You know, big Steigers and all that sort of stuff on the front. But yeah, no, it works well. Stone on top, and then I've just basically levelled the dirt back on top. Then the joker will come in now, and yeah, I'll just go over it again. Well, when that goes over this again, that'll have a seabed. So. So we're off in field 2 now, next day, and this one's a lot easier because it's got a big old hill to get up there, so level's not so critical here, like. Although Matt, when you get sort of, you know, well, as he goes over the ridge, you have to go, you know, drop the trencher in a lot more. So he takes the, because as it goes over the hill. The other side it drops in about a foot, so he's going to have to go cut in that bit extra so that you don't get the up and then the down like. So, but he'll soon be up there. Although he's only doing like, I don't know, 0.3k, something like that. Surprised how quickly he gets on. So it's really quite an enjoyable job doing this. So I've stoned all that so far. These posts we got in here, and there's one just there where the spurs are going to be. So I've not gravelled each one where these are going to go, because obviously I've got to dig an offshoot trench so that Matt can then pull, you know, some sort of 30 or 40 metre spurs off just up the hill, like, just to help drain into this main drain. So so yeah, other than that, it's, yeah, good, sun shining, what's not to like. So I've got yeah, I've got another one here. I've probably left a bit too much of a gap with the gravel, but I'll soon fill it in when I'm done. You know, when I've dug the trench. Better that than trying to dig the stone out. Anyway, so well, we'll put this. We'll see if we can catch Matt up, and then once I've caught him up or emptied that, we can either. If I've emptied it, I don't think I'll catch him up first, and I'll start backfilling again. Now, hopefully I'll make a big difference to this field here, because this sort of bottom bit here, this low spot, always lays wet in the winter. So hopefully it will now have chance, water will have chance to get away. Squeaky brakes on the old fast track. She's yeah, got some stone on board from the previous field. Yeah.
You couldn't see it.
No.
So you've done the same, haven't you?
Well, exactly. Purring like a kitten. That old blowered exhaust, that sounds lovely. Yeah, slides on the tree, doesn't it? Yeah. Simples.
Who's once you get the hang of it?
You've done a few, haven't you, Matt?
We can make it hard work.
I'm sure
We can learn the lesson.
Yeah, yeah. All the turbos full. Oh, there we are, sports fans. Diggers loaded back on the 210 and yeah, all levelled. So oh, I thought that was quite interesting. I've enjoyed myself. Hopefully that's completed the circle really, because I've shown you the moulding. I've shown you the old type of clay pipe when we dug the hole when we first started moulding with the FW. So you can see it sort of in situ, and now you've seen it actually happen, like with the new sort of, the plastic tile. So you've seen the lot, So anyway, that is done. I am off. Hope you enjoyed that. See you on the next one. Ta-ta.